Wow. Hello, everybody. It's been a while. But we are refreshed. We had a great time. It is 1:04 on the East Coast time. Happy July. It's the first of July. And I want to welcome my partner in justice, Mr. Shady Groove. Shady, welcome to the show, man.
It's the 1st of July already?
Happy 1st.
Happy 1st, everybody. Patriots, Anons, everyone out there on this wall. You have seen a miraculous chain of events this last week, Matrixxx. My goodness, we are refreshed and recharged, and we've got some stuff to talk about today.
Oh, we sure do, man. We sure do. And don't forget to get over to intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com. Check us out. If you're new to Q, we've got a new to Q poster, page there. Get on over there, share it out to your friends. You can actually even just take the graphics and share them separately, whatever you want to do. All of our stuff is for this great awakening that has taken place. And wow, man, our president has been absolutely amazing. And Shady, I just can't believe what has been happening.
The way that he's put them on their heels, did you see what he just did? I mean, they were completely, to see the people in the media who constantly think they want to tell you what to think about everything. They don't even know what to think about what's going on in front of them. And then they're trying to tell us what to think about what we're seeing, but we're seeing what's really going on because he's tweeting right to us. It is an amazing dynamic that has developed over the last couple of months here.
We just saw history in the making. I mean, look at this right here. I'm just kind of showing the video that Carly did. I mean, he walked up alone, and he walked up for us all.
He stood there for all of you.
All of you, you and me. And he asked Chairman Kim, may I step over? And he said, sure. And apparently, too, Shady, Brilliant Anons noticed this. How many steps were taken?
Very interesting.
Q!
Look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is the type of autism out there that works behind the scenes diligently to bring, just to put, people putting these graphics together and working together to show you all the subtleties, the nuance of what's going on. You see the president walking into North Korea. Well, that's one thing, but look at the nuance behind it. We're going to dig into a couple of those things here in a few minutes.
Yeah, Don Wright said 17, Swimmer 17. You guys are right. Let me see. Karen Reeves cried because it was 17.
Q steps.
Queued up. Thank you very much. Vincent, thank you. Where we go one, we go all. Hit the like and share, Anons, please. We are absolutely... you guys don't know, man. We were in, Washington State for a presentation, and it went absolutely phenomenal. We talked about Trust the Plan. We talked about the Pacers. We talked about everything. And people knew us in the airport. People knew us in Shady. People are knowing us, man.
People knew us that we were just walking around and talking to folks, and they knew who you were and we were and who Anons out there are and supportive of the president. It was really refreshing to get out together and to meet JT Wild in person, and for all of us to meet Jay Vega, to hang out together, to see everything, to see people in real life speak back to us like you guys do here in chat, and to feel that love.
Yeah.
And to recognize how many I'm telling you, man, to see, after seeing what I saw this last week, I don't think that the blue Democrats are going to win a state, my friend. I'm telling you, there is so much love out there in this country for this president. It is remarkable, my friend.
Tinette Booth said, so nice to meet you in person, Matrixxx and JT Wild. I think your presentation was a little more than an hour. It was 6 hours.
What, 6 hours we did up there?
6 hours. And Tinette, it was great to hug you. I mean, you're an amazing patriot. You're a beautiful person. Thank you for your support. We got a lot of good stuff there, Shady. I mean, I want to kind of go over the Q post, and there's some interesting things that I want to show you. First of all, we had an amazing presentation at the Ramtha School of Enlightenment, and we are so thankful for their hospitality. It was amazing, and I want to tell you something that happened. And first, let me just start here, Shady. So, on June 27th, first of all, I was standing up at the podium and I said, hey, Q hasn't posted in 30 whatever days it was. And I said, but they're probably waiting for us to get done with this presentation, and then they're gonna post. And we all kind of laughed, right?
Yes.
And I said, oh boy, people are gonna think I'm Q. And then I go, the trolls are going to have fun with this one. Because obviously we're being trolled a little bit, Shady, I think. I mean, for standing up for what we believe in, God in our country. We're being trolled a little.
I'm not sure if we're being trolled for that or if we're being trolled because we're taking down the worldwide global cabal deep state. But either way, people are trolling us pretty well these days.
Absolutely. Recon Delta, dude, hi, buddy. We're doing awesome. Mike Hess is out there. Dino Shelley. Alan, thank you. We're back.
You.
Patriots fight, Alan. And I got more to this story, okay? Queued up, man. You are awesome. Kiwi Patriot is absolutely amazing. Our mods, let me just, we got a new mod. Jackie, welcome to the mod team. QD is there. Love you guys. Esad, hey, man. Good to see you. And Jackie, I want to play your Facebook interview as well, if that's okay with you. Just give me a 5-5 if that's okay to do. Obviously, if you want to remain anonymous, I get that. We are now, Shady,
People saw pictures of me.
People saw pictures. And Shady.
What are shovels used for? Digging.
What are shovels used for? I love it. So we got more. That's a Shady and Matrixx sound effect, and we're gonna have some fun, guys. So I want you to pay close attention to this. Where I was, it was 1:23 p.m. Okay, 1:23 p.m. I posted this, and what I said was, what off-market drugs are being provided to RBG in order to sustain minimum daily function? What is the real medical diagnosis of RBG? Who is managing her care? Who is really managing her care? The clock is ticking. Panic in DC. Ruth seekers. I love that. But guess what, Shady?
What did you do?
So, Shady.
Matrixx now. What did you do here? Because it looks like you're trying to steal somebody's thunder.
No.
No?
No. Do you realize that Q posted at the same delta that I posted?
Look at this, guys. The same exact, inside the same minute that he made this post is when Q made his reappearance.
So Q said, be ready, Q, at 13:23:57, just after I posted RBG. Now, wow. I know. It is wow, right? Is that like Q saying, hey, Matrixx, slap you in the face, right? I don't know. But another interesting thing is that I want to show you. So we got Be Ready Q. Now, guess what we presented? Do you guys remember the Trust the Plan thread and Q's gavel? Do you remember that?
And what comms were right underneath it?
Future comms, pre-stage elect, _yes, pre-stage sec, SEC, security, yes, stage, direct, yes, on ready, Q.
And who just did the first ever presentation of a theory that the worldwide trusts that have been organized under a monopoly and controlling the world have been revealed to us through the Q post. And there was a couple of guys that had just gone on stage and revealed the meaning of this gavel, didn't they?
They did. I think they were intheMatrixxx and Shady Groove. And I think Matrixx has 3 X's and Shady Groove has 3 O's.
So maybe we are on the right track here, guys.
Now, pretty interesting, right? That's interesting. Now, so I stood on stage and I want to make this statement. I'm going to actually clip the statement for you to see how many people were there. I would say there's 400 to 500 people, no matter what the trolls are telling you. We also had live interpreters going. I met the Russian ones, the Chinese ones, the Japanese ones. Wow.
They all wanted us to slow down.
They wanted us to slow down. Shady. It was more me than you.
Well, I was trying to you were facing them a little different, and I can imagine that they were doing the same thing.
Right. And, it's amazing. So I stood on the stage and I said this. I go, look, no man is going to tell me what to do. I believe in God. I believe in our country. And we have to make sure this president gets elected for 2020. And Q
POTUS 2020.
And Q posts, for God and country, Patriots fight. Q.
Very interesting.
Okay. Now, you're going to hear a lot of weird things about, the trolls. I just have to tell you right now that I experienced it firsthand. There was a sign on the door that said exit. I could leave at any time I wanted. There was nobody living on site. It is not what they said. It is absolutely... they believe in God. They believe in focusing and expanding your thinking. And, if you look at a lot of the self-help books and stuff like that are out there today and people that are on the market, it's basically the same thing, man. And she was very popular, Jay-Z Knight, and it was very popular in the 80s and 90s until the deep state didn't want her popular anymore.
And did everything they could to stop her, to make her, to take her voice away and to make her feel like she couldn't speak.
Kim Dawson, it was so nice to meet you both. Thank you for coming, Kim. We were honored.
Hey, Kim, it was an honor to be there. It really was, and it was an amazing experience to be around so many people. When you stand, I've been to a few UFO conferences. I have been to see David Icke speak, and you have this sense of it's a different audience whenever you're around a large amount of people who are red-pilled, who have a sense that the world is messed up. There's something wrong. There's something we need to fix. We're all working to fix something. And the trick to it is that we're working to start learning to work together, and to see that many people who are awake and who are using their energy for the Great Awakening and diverting their energy to the Great Awakening and to helping others see and bringing more light to this world. It is exactly what I feel like we have all of us who can see have been sent here to do. We're sent here to share our light with others. And wow, what an amazing experience we had there last week.
Yeah, and Donna Shelley says, "What? You guys could leave?" Love that. Then I want to actually address this right here. Where did it go? Did we take it off? Somebody said that they worship a demon spirit. Fact. Well, if you think God is a demon spirit, then you need to reassess your facts. They worship God, people. Do you guys worship God? I mean, if not, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can worship God if you want or not. We have atheists out there, but they are connected to God, people. It's not scary. You need to realize, look at all the negative press out there, guys, against POTUS. Were you scared? And then you found the truth. So dig deeper and don't listen to anybody. The truth is out there for you to know. And I'm here to tell you right now that some of the things that they're doing are the tools for the Great Awakening, hence the attacks. Period.
5-5.
5x5. And then, Shady, we went to the city of Yum, where this beautiful gentleman named Scott. Shady, give me a little update on Scott and the Yum Q meetup group.
Well, I'm going to tell you that I'm in touch with him, and I want to get him on the show so I can introduce him to our audience here, because this guy is amazing. This is a gentleman who's been doing a presentation in a theater live since, I think he said 2007 or 2008, where he goes and does it looks to be a 3 or 4 hour presentation where he has the screen up. He's able to put stuff up on the screen. He's trying to red pill people, and the whole Q thing came around, and he really started to dig in deep on Q. So we were invited to go over after the seminar to visit with these folks, and we went into the audience and got to sit there and watch his presentation about what's currently going on with the president and Q and the Q team, and it was just phenomenal. I loved his take on stuff. I loved the way that he was presenting it to a live audience. He was interactive with the live audience. It felt like we were among really great friends, and he ended up inviting us to come up for a little bit and take questions from the audience and do some red pilling out there in Yum, Washington. And so there had to have been 50 or 60 or maybe more people in the audience there that were excited to see us as well, Matrixxx.
Oh my gosh, I know. It was absolutely amazing. Anna was there. She got us there. We were tired. I mean, we did another hour and a half, 2 hours there, Shady. And what was it like, Shady? I mean, because I got kind of a taste of it in Orlando. Again, and I want to tell you guys this. Let me just start with this before Shady answers. This is not about Shady or Matrixxx. This is about the information, and we're trying to gauge how effective we are getting out the information. And it's really hard when you see only 725 people watching right now. It's really hard when you see our videos are 6,000, 5,000 views. But then you go to an Orlando Trump rally, and 25, 30% of the people knew Q, and another 15 knew me. Like my account, my Twitter account, because I'm all Q all the time, all POTUS. That's what I do. And Shady got to finally experience it too, because go ahead.
Well, let me tell you, that was something else. I have never experienced that before, and it was really humbling and exciting and touching. It was touching to see the people who tell me on social media and who tell me in beautiful DMs and emails how much they appreciate what I'm doing and how much they love me, but to actually speak with them and to hug them and talk to them and to listen to their questions and to interact back and forth on this level like you were doing in Orlando was just incredible for me. I mean, it was an experience that I feel like I was, plugged into a charging a charging port and just being uploaded all this wonderful energy to bring back to this microphone and to redirect towards this great awakening and to amplify those voices, like you felt after the Orlando rally. Like that's the way I feel right now. I just want to amplify those voices and tell the world how much love there is in this world, and tell everyone how much this president is looking for us to be loud and be proud and be heard and to not be afraid of other Americans. We are America. We are free. We believe in liberty and we believe in the Constitution, and it does not matter what the media or the naysayers or the cabal or whoever else is trying to tell you. Trust me, that is there. That light exists, and that beauty was something special for me to behold personally, man. I tell you,
amazing,
I can't describe it with words. That's the best I can do.
And you deserve it, Shady. You've got a really good knack of telling. I think together, you and I are so much stronger than we would be separately, because we kind of come at two different directions. The synergy is amazing. I've never felt this kind of synergy, even with my best friend. So, well, you are my best friend. But I also wanted to just say, Recon Delta said it very well. Word of mouth spreads faster in the Matrixxx. I wouldn't worry about the numbers because the true Patriots will follow. Linda Hostler says, show us a pic of Shady. Linda, we're going to get to those. Just so you know, I didn't Jen Yin, hello, thank you. I just got in last night late, but I wanted to also show you. This is the header for our second half of the presentation. Do you notice what Q posted after our presentation, after I said Q would post after? Look at this. This is the Trust the Plan graphic that was we're under talking about. Do you notice the comms there, the future comms? Do you notice that? I mean, I'm sure this is all coincidence. Also, Patriot had made a graphic for me, and the graphic is this. The week before. Be ready. So Q is telling us, guys, to be ready, and we're ready. Q Army, press 17 if you guys are ready.
These guys are ready. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. QAnon people that understand what is going on, they are ready to bring pain. They are ready to start red pilling. We have an army, guys. Matrixxx, we have built an army of people. Look at that 17 of people who just the moment that the person asks them a question, they're going to be right there with to explain things to them. That's what we're here for, guys. That's what we are meant for. All of you who have been on this wall, who have dug into this information, who have thought nothing was wrong, nothing was right with 9/11, nothing was right with JFK's assassination. All of it, everything is a lie. All of you guys are going to need to get ready because you're getting the opportunity to step into the role that you've been prepped for your whole life is just on the edge of happening. This is the Great Awakening. We are who we were waiting for, and we do plan on spreading this in the real world, word of mouth, like fire, once everyone starts asking the questions.
Right. Greg Campbell, welcome back, gentlemen. Here we go, Patriots. Where we go one, we go all. Q, Thank you, Greg. And these donations really help. I mean, we want to get to more places. We want to get to more rallies. I want Shady to be with me at the rally. I really missed him at the Orlando rally. We got Dutch Q Patriots, Patriot Fresh Tulips from Holland. God bless you, my friend. I will, I really cherish you. There was somebody that was asking, hey, I'm from Holland. How can I meet Dutch Patriot Q? I don't know. I can't arrange that meeting. But look at all those 17s, guys. And, the truth is learned. It's never told. And I want to just play this one more time. If you guys know what shovels are, right?
Yeah, what are shovels used for? Digging.
Yeah. So, I want to tell you where we ended up there. So we ended up at Ketron Island, Shady.
Yes, we did. Like inadvertently, kind of. We went down to the sound there in the Puget Sound, and when we look up, and there's Ketron Island right across the bay.
I mean, we're at SeaTac where the plane was taken, and if you remember Q's post about that, it said "Think missiles," think missile. And this could be, where or near or whatever this missile happened, right? We have theories that it could have been another island, the way that the picture was taken, but this had something to do with it. This island had something to do with it. The plane crashed on this island. We also got audio interview with a wonderful lady that lives here in Ketron Island area. And we're going to play that maybe this week sometime. I think it's very interesting to hear her perspective.
Yeah, it was very interesting, and we were actually at the Chambers Bay golf course up there that's right near that. And from that, where you're standing there, you can look across and you're looking at the whole island. And she was explaining it like she was sitting right there whenever it happened. She saw him do the whole loop-de-loo and everything going on in the air, and he crashed into the island and set a fire over on the island. And remember, guys, they don't have a fire trucks over there. They had to get the fire trucks out on the ferries and get them over to the island to actually put out the fire. Interesting, guys. Not too often have you seen a airplane get stolen from an airport.
So on 8/11/18, Q 1845, autists.
A Q400.
Autists catch the message. Think missile. Do you believe in coincidences? Q. Now, also, not only was it a Q400, Shady, the pilot, when he was spiraling down, made a Q before crashing.
Yeah, with the barrel roll. Yeah, he's like, do you think this thing can do all that? The audio from that was crazy.
So I want to let you know, this is kind of how our life is starting to evolve, and maybe you guys are noticing it too. I mean, I notice 17 everywhere. I mean, 17 and 45, and I mean, I can't get away from it. Not that
the amount we saw it last week was really insane.
Oh, and by the way, when we got a hotel in Seattle, guess what floor I was on, Shady?
The 45th floor.
Boom!
I told him. I knew that already.
Shady knew. But I'm telling you guys right now, I'm sure it's all coincidence. But what an amazing trip. We went and dug. We went all through Puget Sound. We did Seattle. I saw the gum wall. That was disgusting. I don't know, guys. Have you ever seen the gum wall? Ugh. But I had an amazing, amazing time. So let's go back to this because we want to talk about some of this stuff. Shady had noticed this. Shady, why don't you cover this? We got the ready tweets.
Yeah, now look at this. So once we got the post from Q, then we went, a brilliant Anon went back looking at all of the tweets from the Marines, the Navy, and interesting how they all had references to ready. Not exactly the word ready, but different contexts in each one. Like, for instance, the Air Force Reserve has reserve ready, and the National Guard had readiness. And here we had the Coast Guard had, air crew is ready. So these kind of creating a bit of a delta here. I'm not exactly sure how we describe that, but it was interesting that this all happened right as Q posted, be ready.
Be ready.
And so this looks to me like an answer back, right?
Absolutely, dude. It does. And then you have a couple of extra. I'm on the second photo that you have there, Shady.
Right.
One photo, and then there's the second photo with all the Q emphasis on comms.
Yes, exactly. And it says it's obvious that it's a sensitive vulnerability with the recent derailing of the ice raids because of leaks, comms. It seems that if DHS comms aren't secure, perhaps nothing is. Perhaps the board and PF are official comms hidden in plain sight. The ready drop being answered so obviously by every branch of the service is like a thumb in the eye of the leakers and traitors of the deep state. It might be an operational command. It might be a feint to make them waste ammo and lose sleep. Sorry if this has been covered. And interesting that Melania also had a tweet that said comms. So
right.
We're connecting a few different things here, whatever, but throwing it back to saying Patriots stand at the ready and prepared for what's about to come from the Great Awakening. That post was from 3/9 earlier this year, giving us a special approval. I kind of connected it back with this post because it's talking about everything that's going on with the connection to the Five Eyes and who's talking to who and how this information was moved around. That is really where it seems like the beginning of this is going to be. The media is going to have to accept George Papadopoulos's assessment of what they did to him at some point.
That's right. That's right. And I saw an article that that Misfoot is missing now.
Yes, I just saw that this morning.
3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. It was so.
But he was missing before. Remember he was missing before, and then they said they found him at the U.S. Embassy, like right next door
in Italy or something. Yeah.
Yeah, there's these weird stories, and so now all of a sudden he's missing again. Who knows? I would imagine the deep state are going to start making a lot of people go missing soon.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thumb up this video if you can. If you love the show, if you like it, if you don't, hit the thumb down. We love our thumbs down, love our trolls. Thumb downs mean that they're watching, and thank goodness for you guys for being here. We love you, and we'll pray for you.
How would we get elevated without the trolls?
Right, exactly. So are you ready? I'm ready. Be ready. All right. Now,
this group is ready.
I want to show you one more thing about today. I want to give a very special shout out to our Army right now. We've got, let me see. Let me just get to it here. Here it is. This is the U.S. Army. And what came to mind for me is the magic sword. And let's just take a look at this video. The U.S. Army Military Intelligence Corps was officially activated on July 1st, 1987. Join us in celebrating the anniversary of the Corps that is always out front, 12 steps ahead. Now, remember, Shady, too, that the pilots, before their operations, listened to the Magic Sword, and Q posted a song. Do you think it was they listened to military intelligence before they go on their operation, or do they really listen to a song called the Magic Sword? Wow. Please come. Look at this. There's Sophie. Sophie says, please come to Budapest. Want to give you two a big hug. Sophie, it could happen. We could get there someday. And Sandy White says, ready. Sandy's ready. But do you see this, Shady? Always out front. Does Q always say we're always 5 steps ahead, 12 steps ahead? We're always ahead. You guys remember that, Shady? Do you have any more, color around this assessment?
Well, I mean, I feel like that is kind of the texture that's being presented to us, right? I mean that we are. I have the tendency to think that maybe we're using a time machine. But, I mean, it really just does seem like an unbelievable amount of things that can occur, as we see this timeline progress. We've seen some really interesting stuff, whereas the future proves past things aren't just relevant to the Q post. We're seeing some interesting future proves past stuff connected to the president's tweets or his Twitter account going back 4 or 5 years now. I mean, there's really starting to be some interesting things open up. And remember the Q post in Matrixxx that said, has the president ever tweeted anything that turned out to be inaccurate?
Right.
So I mean, to me, that kind of, I'm kind of extending that back to before he was president just a little bit. He was talking about Building 7. He's talked about vaccinations. He's talked about the fakeness of 44's birth certificate. Right. Look at the flack he took for that. That was truth, though, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of this is us paying attention to our president and learning if he's this is the point. if he's going to stand up for us, the people, then we need to learn to listen to what he's telling us.
Absolutely.
Personally, personalizing it to your daily life, not to, oh, well, he's tweeting and he's trolling this. No, personalize it. When you laugh at something this man does, that is you connecting to the president. Whenever you're irritated by something that he points out, that is your ability to connect to the president and feel that energy as well. We are learning to be the people and our representative in government. If we can learn that, we can mimic that on all levels of government, right, Matrixxx? Whether it be governor or sheriff or all the way down. That's what we want to do. We want to communicate with our politicians, and we're going to hold them accountable.
That's right. And if we look at magic, look at this. So I'm looking at magic. There's 4. So there's a Twitter from Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Good catch, Patriot. A puzzle within a puzzle. Red, green. Magic swords. NSA humor. Q. So red, green. That's what? Corps of Engineers. What branch of the military are they?
Army.
So military intelligence, talking with with the magic sword. What branch of the military are they?
Army.
Huh.
And all kinds of productivity being done on that wall. I mean, look at all this. This is, I mean, that was one thing that
let me just do this one more because there's more. Do people believe all recent resignation, plane crashes, plane reroutes, EMS, EBS activations, blackouts, etc. are simply a coincidence? Why did Sessions at the beginning emphasize investigations proceedings that are kept confidential? Think magic. What do you see? Do you really believe nothing is being done? Reread past crumbs. Who has the power? Why was this emphasized in the beginning? You have more than you know. So was the magic sword, the military intelligence? We have it all, guys. Here's another one. BBC News talking about Twitter. Let's see, magic sword. Let's go see what Donald Trump had to say with this Q post that says magic sword. Bashar al-Assad of Syria must not recklessly attack Idlib province. The Russians and Iranians would be making a grave humanitarian mistake to take apart this potential human tragedy. Hundreds of thousands of people could be killed. Don't let that happen. Magic sword. That's an interesting connection there. So we had military intelligence. That's what I'm thinking magic sword is. And Shady, real quick, but I want to just since we have our little Q post thing, let's just highlight sword and
see what we get.
Highlight sword, and I've got my search the Q posts right here. And look at this. There's a reason why the sword is held. Also, look at the armor of God. Okay? So now we've got some interesting connections, guys. Y'all notice the triangle and the all-seeing eye in the middle of that sword in the Magic Sword YouTube song, right? Look at this. The sword of the Washington, right? Without the pen, the author of Common Sense, the sword of Washington would have been raised in vain.
What are we coming around on in just a day or two? 1776 seeming familiar to the sword and us taking our republic back in the 4th of July.
That's right. And this is another interesting one, Shady. Why did POTUS receive a sword dance when visiting SA? Remember, we did the armor of God. That's where he received the sword. This is the sword of spirit. The sword of spirit, obviously is also related into justice, right? And army intelligence. And they're always, what is it? How did they word it? They're always, let me just double check. They're always out front. Steps ahead, Shady.
5D chess?
5D chess. What do you guys think about that, man? Magic sword could be military intelligence.
And we have it all. They have it all. Look at everything that is going on within all of the intelligence communities. All the intelligence communities are out there supporting the deep state. Well, we have our intelligence communities supporting the plan.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and look at Donald J. Trump at the G20 real quick.
Over the past 2 days, leaders from the world's largest economies have convened here in Osaka. The G20 summit has been fantastic. Prime Minister Abe's done an incredible job, as he always does. This marks my third visit to Japan as president. I always like being back in Japan. We've had a great relationship. We've never been closer to Japan than we are right now. We spend a lot of time with a lot of countries. We do business with a lot of them. Virtually every leader that I dealt with said is that congratulations, it's incredible what's happened to the American economy. We're the best economy in the world. We put together a lot of ideas and a lot of challenges for the future that we'll be able to meet. The red carpet was rolled out for all of us.
Red carpet.
For our country. So this was a really good summit and really well done, so professionally done.
Red carpet rolled out. Red carpet event. So when our president goes to countries, he is getting the red carpet. So in my opinion, the red carpet rollout means that they are finally honoring our president. They realize that he's cutting the bloodlines, and they realize that if they, work with our president and what we're doing here in the U.S., they will be able to be free as well. And that's just my general thinking on just what I saw.
Well, if I could expand on that a little, I think that what we saw direct communication of that within him touching the backs of the leaders. The president touched the back of Prime Minister Abe from Japan. He touched Mr. Putin's back. He touched Xi's back, and he touched Kim Jong-un's back.
Right.
All four of those people, he touched their back on camera. I saw with my eyes him touching their backs. I did not see anyone touching my president's back. I didn't see anyone touching my president's back in Europe either. I think that is one thing that we have to realize, that within the cabal structure, the Freemason symbolism stuff, whatever, that the touch on the back means control, and it means domination of.
Yep. And I want to also, wow, that's good, Shady dude. That's control. That's that's amazing. Also, Q Post 1304, and it remember the Q Post that says they thought you'd follow the stars? So Q Post's Emmy Awards red carpet event, like saying, are the Emmy Awards really a red carpet event? Or is what our POTUS is doing around the world the real, true red carpet event? Because we are taking back all of our country's sovereignty. They thought you'd follow the stars.
And the red carpet is indicative of that, of each place he goes. He's going to a place and he's giving them back their sovereignty. He stepped into North Korea.
And we're going to get that. Let me get that now, since you're talking about it. Let me get that now. Here we go.
There's
Good to see you again.
이런 데서 각하를 만나게 될 줄 생각 못했어요.
I've never expected to meet you at this place.
That's good. That's my honor. Would you like me to step across?
각하께서 한 발자국 건너시면 사상 처음으로 우리 땅을 밟으시는 미국 대통령이 되십니다.
If your excellency take a step forward, you will be the first U.S. president to cross the line.
I'd be very proud to do that. Okay, let's do it. Come on.
First U.S. president. First U.S. president, Shady, to ever.
Wow. I mean, what a moment. He threw the deep state off guard. So I was watching the other night. They were, the people that were reporting on it, was 3 a.m. on the East Coast whenever this happened. And the reporter was fumbling around that was on the air. He's been up all day. Like the reporters on the ground seemed tired, like they were wanted to sleep because he had been moving all through Asia. And he seemed chipper and ready to crush the cabal. I don't know. I mean, he was really constantly steps and steps and steps ahead of them. And to see him step into North Korea is a direct that is a direct line of sight to all of us Anons about the initial drops of Q and what Q said about North Korea and how we've watched that progress to the point that we're at now, where we're seeing freedom on the horizon. It's on the horizon.
Yep, and I think there's a Q post, and I'm trying to dig it now, that said first U.S. president to go to North Korea. So
that was the one maybe that had was that the one? That wasn't the one with the picture from Bill Clinton, was it?
I don't know, Shady.
You
tell me. I'm not sure.
See, Bill, you popped in there too fast. You snuck up behind me.
Hey,
I don't like Bill behind me.
I like sneaking up behind you, Shady. Oh, can you get my soap?
Like
I just dropped my soap.
Not getting yourself built.
All right, so we have fun. All right. Remember the presidential debate? This happened while we were gone. Check this out.
Senator Warren, I want to start with you. We are less than 50 miles from Parkland, Florida, where 17 people were killed in a school shooting.
Someone's got my binder. What's happening?
We are going to take a quick break. We're going to get this technical situation.
What's happening?
We are hearing our colleagues' audio. It's the control room. One of the lights. If the control room can turn off the lights of the previous moderators.
We prepared for everything.
Guess what, guys? We are going to take a quick break. We're going to get this technical situation fixed. We will be right back.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. What a great video, Shade. Whose president is that? That's my president.
My president.
Press 45 if that's your president. That is certainly my president. Oh my gosh.
I don't know that if we were supposed to be revealing that that maybe Matrixxx and I were trying to give we may have been there trying to give them some of the technical problems that they give us.
You know what? Yeah, it was funny. Kiwi, who's an amazing mod right there, said, "Hey, maybe they were getting back for putting you in your echo chamber."
I mean, we can't just let them keep taking shots at us,
right? We're gonna have to get them. Sandy White, 17 steps. Absolutely, guys. Look at those 45s. That's my president too. Look at that. Look at all these people. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You guys are amazing Patriots. I love you so much. Every single one of you. The other one too is I want to play this real quick, and then I want to show something real cool. So let's look at this. Check it out.
What is Donald Trump trying to hide? They're now reviewing calls for impeachment. Why?
Time for justice, Shady. It's time
Yes.
to pay. Pain is coming. Are you guys ready? Q Army's ready.
We are ready.
All right, standing at the ready for our president. We serve at the president for the pleasure of our president, Shady, and we are true to Q. We're still true to Q. Shady, man, you really changed.
I changed.
No, you're the same awesome Shady that I always know.
I thought you were going to refer back to Bill again, and I was getting nervous.
Hey, wait.
What are shovels used for?
Digging.
Yeah, we are diggers. We use our shovels wisely. You guys are all diggers. Be ready. We're ready. I'm ready, guys. And I want to also let's just Oh, Shady, we got to have Carly Vaughn back on.
Carly Bonet?
Carly Bonet. So catch her Friday. We're also going to have Paul Saran. He did a great thread recently that he's going to go over. That will be Thursday. We are back. We are ready. We are going to deliver you guys more awesome content. We love you so much, man. And Shady, I want to just tee this up. So we met JT Wild, myself, and Shady all had like this awesome time. We rented our own place. Shady rented a place on the lake. It was absolutely beautiful. Nobody knew where we were, and we were able to just sit down and just kind of get to know each other. And JT brought his guitar. I'm like, oh, you brought your guitar, did you? And so I changed the whole production where I wanted JT to do a couple of songs for us at our presentation. He also did a couple of songs at the meetup group, the Q meetup group with 50 people. Yep. And he debuted this song for General Flynn, and I want to check with Joe to make sure, to see if he got an influx of donations that day, because JT Wild debuted a song that went global. And I want to share that with you. Do you want to give us any, this was, and by the way, I am the one that filmed this video. Yours truly. It's his camera work. Don't hate on me though. Shady.
This was really a special time for us to meet each other in real life, and we can have conversations over the phone and everything, but to actually sit down and speak with one another and see each other, and to recognize that this president has brought us together. This president has brought together the world, and us is obviously a micro level, but the whole world is going to emulate what it is that's going on here on this YouTube channel and what's going forward from now. And I think that part of the importance of that is to remember the people who made this possible, and the people who stood up for America whenever everyone around them was going along with the deep state program, and there weren't a whole lot of them. And General Flynn was one, and this was a song wrote in dedication to him. And JT played it for us live, and we filmed it. And this was really special, right there, to be right there and see this happen.
I want to say another thing that was special. I was kind of standing up on the deck and watching Shady and JT. Shady brought his guitar too. It was awesome, and they were kind of, playing together. And Jay Vega was there as well, and she pointed up at a bird, and all of a sudden we saw these beautiful eagles. There was 2 males and 2 females fly right above Shady and JT. It was the most amazing sight. And I want to debut this song here on the Matrixxx Grooove Hour for you. It's JT Wild, The Field of Fight song, dedicated to Michael Flynn.
The song goes out to General Flynn, the Q Army, and everybody that's donated to the Mike Flynn Defense Fund and bought the book Field of Fight. This is called Field of Fight. Looking across the desert, stone, dust, and blood, praying for an answer to the good Lord up above. How can just one man be the shelter from the storm, knowing that the real war has only just begun? Well, he's a soldier with a heart of stone. He dreams of finally coming home. A warrior with an eagle's might. He runs across the desert night, and he lays his own body down in this field of fight. Well, the ones that fall without a question will be redeemed. Their sacrifice will not be in vain. 'Cause the man that led them strong, he still remains. Tell his soldier story, make it right again. Well, he's a soldier with a heart of stone, dreams of finally coming home. A warrior with an eagle's might. He runs across the desert night, and he lays his own body down on this making flames. He's looking at a country that he helped save. He's a soldier with a heart of gold. Now he's finally coming home. A hero with a general's might. Surfs across the ocean night, and he laid his own body down on that field of fight. A field of fight. Yeah, we all lay our bodies down on this field of fight.
JT Wild.
We go wild. JT Wild.
Wow.
Love, brother.
Wow. You notice I kind of made him look like a Matrixx character with green. He got a little green tint, didn't he?
He got a little greener since I saw him.
That is JT Wild, Field of Fight. And Michael, retired Lieutenant General Mike Flynn, God bless you. Where we go, one we go all. If you have $1 to spare today, would love to see you go to MikeFlynnDefenseFund.org and just give them $1. We're hoping to help them. I believe they took the house. There's stuff going on, guys, and he needs our help. He needs our prayers. If you can't, give him $1, you can't give him 50 cents, you can't do anything. He will take your prayers, guys. And right now, I just want to, have a moment of silence to honor Michael Flynn. And just, go ahead and just do what you want to do. All right, God bless you guys. Wow, I donated $300. Johanna says, Dave P, I gave $12. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing patriots, and I love you all. That's really it, man. I love you all, and together we are going to win this fight. Shady, that's this was our show. We've got a lot more. Did I miss something, Shady? Is there anything else that we wanted to cover? I can't remember what I wanted to cover. I think we covered most of it.
I think that you got through most of it. The only other thing that I can see that we might want to talk about would be to drop back to the comms missed tweet that you did there, maybe with Melania.
This one here.
That was connected to, maybe just to show the Anons that, because I thought that was pretty interesting to see a couple connections coming out right at the same time, and all of us also with Melania actually tweeting the word comms was kind of cool.
Comms director. Okay, so if you look at the pre_stage elect_y, the pre_stage _cap y, so let's look at Judicial Watch. He's got elect. Elections, right? So we know that they're clean, so maybe that's, cleaning the elections, right? Very interesting. Melania said secretary, press sec and comms, right? Future comms. Now you got that. And stage SEC. So maybe that's, the security or what have you for the comms. The comms are set, the stage, right? Then you've got Rep. Doug Collins, eyes on. Remember Q said eyes on to Doug Collins, and said something about DIR, and then talked about pre-stage DIR. So just very interesting. And then our president POTUS, real Donald Trump, said stocks cap. Best first half since 1997. Then you've got cap. So we've got elect, sec, DIR, and cap. Future comes. On ready. Be ready. And also Melania Trump says be best. And now we've got be ready. What do you guys think? What do you think, Shady?
I mean, I think it's extremely interesting that it really does come, it comes around to say, how do these plug into the Q post? And we have to keep paying attention to how they plug in. It's all speculation until there's confirmation, but it does, Q posted that, all the be readies, them talking about the communications, it seems like everyone is getting in position for a very big reveal. The president said that the July 4th was going to be very remarkable, or the way ever he said it. And
that's right.
And they sure did get triggered whenever he announced he was going to go. You saw that he invited he invited the Chairman Kim to come to the border per social media for the Twitter, right? Like he did that out in public.
Yeah.
And he said to him when he was sitting there that night, he said to him, he was like, I put it out on social media for the chairman to come meet with me, and I was hoping that he wasn't going to stand me up in public, kind of insinuated. So it was funny that he was being funny with him, right? Like, you know,
Absolutely.
he was trolling with a foreign foreign person who's been perceived in the media as a ruthless dictator, when I think a lot of people are understanding now that the ruthlessness of the dictators were the deep state.
Right. Absolutely. And, you know, I think you're right, Shady. I mean, that's absolutely amazing.
And the tweet that the president made where he put the question mark in the parentheses, at the end of that tweet, he put the question mark in the parentheses, and that really triggered David Rothschild and a few others.
You were showing me that.
They didn't like that.
You were showing me that, and I didn't know. That's got to be something from a Q post. You know what I mean? That's got to be something from a Q post. I don't know what it is, though, yet. We don't know what it is.
I'm going to drop that one right in the chat here for people to see. That's the exact tweet there that I just put in. If you wanted to just throw that one up so people can see what I'm talking about.
You just wonder what it's about.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it might be Q, it might be Pete.
I had to do that. All right.
Awesome.
Just press a Kiwi, or is it okay, Jackie, if I play that? I didn't see the response because I went into the show. Just give me a 5-5, Jackie or Kiwi, if you guys know that I can play the Jackie thing. And then Shady, I'm going to look for you. Did you drop that in? There it is. I'm going to get that Twitter up for us too real quick. Here we go. This is the Donald J. Trump tweet. After some very important meetings, including my meeting with President Xi of China, I will be leaving Japan for South Korea with President Moon. While there, if Chairman Kim of North Korea sees this, I would like to meet him at the border/DMZ just to shake his hand and say hello. Question mark in parentheses. Wow. All right. Did I get a 5-5? I got a 5-5.
Yes,
All right.
you got a 5-5.
So, Jackie has been an amazing person here. She is now a new mod here on the Matrixxx Grooove Hour, and obviously if she can make it on the Q Lounge Live Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern with Shady Groove, we would love to have her there too. And she's actually, I wish I would have met her up at this rally, and she was here with JillBrooks.com. Jill, I'll also be connecting with Jill. She is really heavy into making sure that, you know, human trafficking is dealt with, and I'm right with you, Jill. And so is our POTUS, as you know. And we all got to stand together. So let's just go ahead and watch this real quick. I believe Jackie comes in here really quick, and Kiwi showed it to me, and I was very impressed. Let's check it out.
So as you guys can see, the line is huge and stretching out forever, and wonderful people in it. We've got Jackie back here. Jackie, tell us theMatrixxx.com.
Look at that shirt, Jackie.
Well, everyone can go to intheMatrixxx.com if you really want to learn the truth of the history of our country. I really suggest that you go on his website, join QSN.com. QSN.com is a social media for Trump supporters.
Ooh.
Yes, in the Matrixxx,
Wow.
QSN, Q Army. But in the Matrixxx now, he also has a show on Mondays through Fridays on YouTube with Shady Groove at 1 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay.
And Friday nights at 10 o'clock on YouTube. Now, in the Matrixxx.com, you will find 4 very important videos that you need to watch. They're the PaySource series, and you will learn the true history of our country and what we are fighting for, and why the mainstream media and all the evil ones hate Trump so much, because he is not part of their plan. He's not part of the family line. He's not part of what their takeover of this world. Basically, they wanted to control the world. The PaySource are the puppet masters. They control the Rothschilds. So that's a name that you.
And this is a family PaySource.
This is
right?
a family. The PaySource come directly from King Louis and Marie Antoinette, who was killed, who was murdered.
Yeah.
Their son came to America, escaped to America. So everybody always wondered where the crown jewels went. I believe it came with him. And his nanny and people shuffled them over to America to North Carolina. They settled there and began.
Is this where the Fed started? Is
Yes.
that
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Look at this,
So the
Shady.
so the pesos are definitely the head of the Fed, but they're like behind the scenes, you know. Everybody knows like the Vanderbilts,
Right, the
okay,
Rothschilds.
the Carnegies.
Right.
I really feel that it's so important for this country, if we're going to survive communism, we need to learn the true history of our country and what we're fighting for. intheMatrixxx.com, that's with 3 X's.
You guys got to check this out. What she is telling us is so important, and people don't realize that this country has actually been under siege for the last how many years? Like 30, 40 years, really. It's been a long time coming.
This country's been under siege for hundreds of years.
Boom.
Since our beginning. Since our beginning, they've wanted to destroy us, and they basically have. Now, in 1913, the Federal Reserve was created, and what happened in 1912? The Titanic sank.
Look at this,
Who was
Shady.
on the Titanic?
John Jacob Astor.
That's right.
This
He was
is
against
awesome.
the Federal Reserve. There
Yes,
was
he
also
was.
2 other bankers that were against the Federal Reserve, and they took the Titanic out. The Titanic did not go down because it hit an iceberg. It might have tapped an iceberg.
Terrorism took the Titanic down.
Yeah. Terrorism took
Yeah.
that hit by our own.
But yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we don't even want to get into the World Trade Center and
just gonna
9/11.
say.
I mean, it took me a long time to come around to that, but the evidence is so overwhelming.
I know.
It breaks my. I'm
I
disgusted.
know.
You know, I'm a Jersey
I
girl. I grew
know.
up there.
Me too, sister. Yeah.
I saw the towers being hit. I
Yes.
was on the Raritan, and it was just horrible.
So you probably don't know I wrote a book about the way 9/11 changed. Thank you.
Yeah.
I got my shoes on, guys.
Yeah, cute. Her toes.
Yeah, my toe shoes.
No, I have not read your
Yeah.
book, but give me your information.
Yeah.
And I
JillBrooks.com.
will look it up. See, I'm not on Facebook and I'm not on Twitter anymore.
You're-
I left
you-
that
you
like
have
2 years
to,
ago.
yeah.
But she's right
because
here on
where we
YouTube
go.
for you guys, and she's right here. Jackie, wow, so honored. I actually, it might be a little misty in here. I don't know why, Shady. My eyes are like a little I don't know.
Your
what's
eyes
happening.
are sweating?
They are. 'Cause I don't think you guys understand that how proud I am. Because it's not about me, it's not about Shady, it's about the information. And what Jackie did there is, I feel so honored.
Overwhelmed with joy to see that, to see other people being able to condense and explain and red pill in such a just free-flowing manner, and the information moves. When the information moves from one person to another person, that is change. That is change you can believe in. Let me tell you something, because that person finds the information and shares it with another person. That is how we have done this in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Without each of us individually moving it person to person. I know social media is great, but the reality is this is the truth. The real world is where we live, not inside our computer screens and keyboards, guys. It's time for us to all start thinking about being outside and getting loud.
You mean
and coming to
out of
a
the
smarter
Matrix,
conversation.
Shady? Out of the Matrix?
We're getting out of the Matrix.
Yes.
It's echo. We leave echo chamber after echo chamber, don't we?
We do. We
just keep getting out of them.
We do, and it's
so one day we're going to be out of the big one.
And it's true. It's time to become more public, guys. It's time to become more public. I am now fully doxxed and everything. And remember when I was walking around doing my Q thing, because the truth is not safe for work. Listen to this, Shady.
Check out my friend and fellow Q Patriot, intheMatrixxx with 3 X's, on YouTube. Visit his Q channel at youtube.com/c/intheMatrixxx with 3 X's, because the truth is not safe for work.
Boom! How awesome is that? You guys like that? Let me know if you guys like that. Press 17 if you guys like that.
So many wonderful, creative, anons out there, guys. This is what we're talking about. We got to come to the conversation. We got to start having a good time. We got to start having fun with each other. We have to recognize that that is who we are. And if they take away our fun, go out there and look around at what is going on in comedy today in America. The comedians don't want to come out and go talk to people because they're going to be attacked, because no matter what they say, somebody's going to claim that they're racist or sexist or xenophobic. That needs to go away. Political correctness needs to go away. We need to start recognizing who we are again and live in our power, man. And part of that is having a good time, right, Matrixxx?
That's right. Somebody said that they need that shirt. If you guys need the shirt, the store is now open in the Matrixxx with 3 X's. You cruise right over to Teespring, and there's the shirt she was wearing. This is the QSN shirt. This is another, you can get it in many different ways. We've also got a cup. This shirt I like right here with the Q Army with the mirror in there. We just got the big red Q, that Q on fire shirt. We've also got an In the Matrixxx ITMQ Army shirt if you want that, and it says Q Army on the front. Okay, and it says intheMatrixx.com, and then the QSN stuff. So that's kind of the stuff we've got. We've got more. And I've got stickers right here, die cut sticker. I'm trying to figure out how we can make those cheaper. We're trying to figure out how we can get more stuff out there for you guys, because I know you guys want stuff in order to support us, and everything that you do is absolutely amazing for us. And please understand that we have a Patreon as well. It's patreon.com/intheMatrixxx with 3 X's. Your stuff that you guys give to that actually helps us do this every day, as you know. We've also got a PayPal, okay, which is here's the Patreon right here. Patreon in the Matrixxx with 3 X's, and then we've got the PayPal. Now, always remember that donations are a freedom. There is nothing hidden behind a paywall. And there's nothing, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? But when you do, you are surely, thank you. I mean, we can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. I think the mods, I don't know if they're dropping those links, but there you go. There's Sue. Thank you for dropping those links, guys. Also, those links are down below this video. In the Matrixxx with 3x's.com can get you to the store. And Shady, that's about it. That's what we got. I got to go get my daughter. I haven't seen her in a week. I'm excited. I need to see my kiddo. That's what this is all about for me. It's for my kid, her kids, and her kids' kids, so we can have the future that we want to have and visualize a peaceful, beautiful future, guys, because that's what I see coming. Shady.
It is 7/1, 11/11 on the West Coast, guys. Such a wonderful time I had with Matrixxx and JT and all of the beautiful spirits that I got to meet and greet at the school this past week. It was really, really great of a welcoming, unbelievable, heartwarming, welcome group of people, and Q people worldwide are that, a welcoming, open-minded, red-pilled group of people who are here to save the world. That's what you guys did. That's the reason you have this information. We came here to save the world, and that's exactly what we're doing, and we're doing it with unity. We crush them with love. That's all we do, and the more united we become, the more they lose, guys. Matrixxx, I appreciate everything, and with that, I'm going to step on out of here and get a head start on you. I'm squeezing down already.
Thank you, Shady. And remember, let's play this one more time before we squeeze out of this Matrixxx.
Check out my friend and fellow Q Patriot in the Matrixxx.
I love this.
3 X's on YouTube. Visit his Q channel at youtube.com/c/intheMatrixxx with 3 X's, because the truth is not safe for work.
And that is for true. That is for sure. The truth is not safe for work. But you know what? One day it will be, and we're going to get out of here, guys. We're going to get out of this Matrixxx. Love you. We missed you so much. We got refreshed, recharged. We got our team together. We had some team building events. We broke bread. Man, just going to get stronger, guys. Going to get stronger. You're going to get stronger. We're all going to get stronger. I'll see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern on the Matrixxx Grooove Hour. intheMatrixxx with 3 X's.com, at Shady Groove with 3 O's on Twitter. Also intheMatrixxx with 3 X's on Twitter. Man, mods, you guys rock. Glad to be back. Thank you, Patriots. Thank you. Where we go one, we go all. Peace.